US President Donald Trump hails a historic dawn in the Middle East as he signs the first phase of a Gaza ceasefire agreement at a peace summit in Egypt.
After years of suffering and bloodshed, the war in Gaza is over.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says Kyiv will also see its day of peace as he prepares to head to Washington for a key White House meeting with President Trump. Plus, gold and silver both hit record highs. We discuss what's driving the precious metals higher ahead on Business Today.
Our headlines today. After Israelis and Palestinians celebrate hostage and prisoner releases, President Trump hails an historic dawn in the Middle East and looks towards lasting peace in the region.
A lot of people like the one-state solution. Some people like a two-state solution. So we'll have to see. I haven't commented on that.
A leading cancer charity says a targeted national prostate screening programme for specific age groups, as well as black men, is practical, affordable and could save thousands of lives.
Former Education Secretary Gavin Williamson is set to be questioned about the impact of lockdowns, exam cancellations and school closures on children at the COVID inquiry.
166 million years after dinosaurs left a track of footprints, the longest set ever discovered in the world are found in an Oxfordshire quarry.
The National Cybersecurity Centre is warning China and Russia pose a significant threat to the UK in cyberspace. The agency said there's been a 50% increase in highly significant cyber attacks in the year to August. The Technology Secretary is urging businesses to take action to protect themselves amid the record levels of serious attacks on companies, including M&S, the Co-op and Jaguar Land Rover. The Woodland Trust has warned that the UK will miss its climate and biodiversity targets without growing more trees. The government's climate strategy requires 40,000 hectares of trees to be planted annually by 2030. The report said that a shortage of skilled workers and the lack of a designated action plan could prevent it reaching that target. The COVID inquiry is due to hear from the former Education Secretary Gavin Williamson today. This part of the inquiry will focus on the impact of the pandemic on children and young people and whether they were considered in key decisions made by the former Conservative government.
Right, let's have a look at this morning's papers, shall we? And they're, of course, dominated by the release of Israeli hostages and Palestinian detainees as part of that US brokered plan to end the war in Gaza. All 20 Israeli hostages are pictured on the front page of The Sun there, with the paper declaring that they've been freed from hell after 737 days in captivity.
The Guardian carries a photograph of people rejoicing in Tel Aviv and another photo of a released Palestinian man hugging his son. The paper reports that large crowds gathered in Khan Yunis for the return of nearly 1,700 Palestinians who had been detained during the war.
And the Telegraph looks ahead. It's reporting that President Trump now hopes to broker other peace deals and plans to focus on Russia first. The paper reporting that Mr. Trump is preparing to arm Ukraine with long-range Tomahawk missiles to end the war with Russia.
Some people coming to the UK to work will need to learn English to an A-level standard. The new rules, which will come into force from January next year, were laid out in Parliament today. The Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, said it was unacceptable for people to arrive in Britain without learning English. The time is 17 minutes past 6, our top story this evening. Aid trucks queue up on Gaza's border as Israel says it's restricting aid going in because of a delay in the return of hostages who've died.